Wellness for Everyone: Accessible Practices for Daily Living. By Lisa McGuirella's introduction. Welcome to Wellness for Everyone, a guide designed to make health and well-being accessible to people of all abilities, body types, backgrounds, and life circumstances. In a world where wellness is often portrayed through a narrow lens, typically featuring young, able-bodied, fluent individuals engaging in expensive or physically demanding activities, many people feel excluded from the conversation. This book challenges that limited perspective by offering practical, adaptable approaches to wellness that can be incorporated into diverse lives. Whether you're managing chronic illness, navigating disability, working within financial constraints, balancing caregiving responsibilities, or simply feeling that conventional wellness advice doesn't reflect your reality, this guide is for you. True wellness isn't about achieving perfection or following rigid rules. Rather, it's about finding sustainable practices that enhance your quality of life, bring you joy, and support your physical and mental well-being in ways that make sense for your unique situation. Wellness should be a journey of self-care and self-compassion, not another source of stress or comparison. Throughout this book, we'll explore accessible approaches to nutrition, movement, rest, mental well-being, and social connection. Each chapter includes practical tips that can be customized to meet your specific needs and circumstances. Remember that wellness isn't all or nothing, even small. Consistent practices can significantly impact your overall well-being. Let's begin this journey toward inclusive wellness together, celebrating the diversity of human experience and honoring the many different paths to health and vitality. Chapter 1: Rethinking Wellness. Before diving into specific practices, it's important to challenge some common misconceptions about what wellness means and looks like. Many traditional wellness approaches can inadvertently create barriers rather than pathways to better health. Wellness is often portrayed as requiring expensive equipment, memberships or supplements, significant time commitments, high levels of physical ability, specialized knowledge or education, restrictive eating patterns, particular body types or appearances. In reality, wellness is deeply personal and looks different for everyone. Authentic wellness involves finding practices that work with your body's unique needs and capabilities, fit realistically within your life circumstances, support your physical and mental health, bring genuine enjoyment and satisfaction, can be sustained over time, honor your cultural background and preferences. 3 tips for reframing your wellness mindset. Tip 1: Focus on addition, not subtraction. Rather than approaching wellness through deprivation or restriction, consider what you can add to enhance your well-being. This might mean adding more vegetables to your meals, incorporating short movement breaks throughout your day, or adding moments of mindfulness to existing routines. When we focus on addition rather than subtraction, wellness becomes an act of self-care rather than self-control. This approach is not only more sustainable but also more effective in creating lasting positive change. Tip 2: Prioritize how you feel over how you look. Many wellness programs emphasize appearance-based outcomes, like weight loss or muscle definition. Shifting focus to how practices make you feel more energetic, stronger, calmer, more focused, or more joyful creates a more meaningful and sustainable motivation. This internal focus helps you identify practices that genuinely enhance your well-being, rather than those that simply conform to external standards. Pay attention to improvements in your sleep quality, mood, energy levels, and overall sense of vitality as measures of success. Tip 3: Embrace the good enough approach. Perfectionism is the enemy of sustainable wellness. The good enough approach recognizes that consistency with imperfect practices yields better results than sporadic perfectionism. Rather than waiting for ideal conditions or setting unrealistic standards, focus on what's feasible within your current circumstances. This might mean a 5-minute stretching session when you can't do your usual movement practice, preparing simple meals during busy periods rather than elaborate recipes, or getting adequate rest even when perfect sleep hygiene isn't possible. Small, consistent actions compound over time to create significant benefits. Chapter 2: Adaptive Nutrition Approaches. Nutrition advice often assumes that everyone has unlimited time for meal preparation, unrestricted food budgets, access to specialty ingredients, and similar physiological responses to foods. In reality, our nutritional needs and circumstances vary dramatically based on health conditions, resource availability, cultural backgrounds, and personal preferences. Accessible nutrition focuses on principles that can be adapted to diverse situations rather than rigid rules or complex protocols. The core goal is nourishing your body in ways that support your health while working within your unique circumstances. 3 tips for making nutrition more accessible. Tip 1. Build a flexible meal framework rather than following strict meal plans that may not accommodate your needs or resources. Develop a flexible framework that guides your food choices while allowing adaptation. Identify 3 to 5 simple, satisfying breakfast options that work for your body and schedule. Create a list of 5 to 7 lunch ideas that can be prepared quickly or in advance. Conventional nutrition advice often emphasizes everything being freshly prepared from scratch, which isn't realistic for many people. Strategic convenience involves identifying quality prepared or partially prepared foods that can support your nutritional goals when time, energy, or cooking facilities are limited. Pre-cut vegetables and fruits if chopping is difficult, or time-consuming frozen vegetables and fruits, which are often more affordable and just as nutritious. Canned beans, fish, and other protein sources that require minimal preparation, rotisserie chicken, or other pre-cooked proteins that can be repurposed for multiple meals, prepared sauces, spice blends, or dressings that make simple ingredients more appealing. Using these options thoughtfully can significantly reduce the barriers to nutritious eating. Tip 3. Adapt nutrition to your body's needs. Generic nutrition advice rarely accounts for individual health conditions, medication effects, or bodily responses to different foods. Working with your healthcare providers to understand your specific nutritional needs is essential for truly accessible nutrition. If you have digestive issues, identify cooking methods that make foods more digestible for energy fluctuations. Experiment with meal timing and composition that stabilizes your particular metabolism if you take medications that affect appetite or nutrient absorption. Structure your eating accordingly. When managing conditions like diabetes or POTS, adjust eating patterns to support symptom management for food sensitivities or allergies. Focus on nutritional adequacy within your safe foods rather than trying to follow conventional recommendations. Remember that nutrition that works for your unique body is more important than following generalized guidelines.